open your mouth and talk, clarify. And girls,
Okay, wait, let me
okay.
talk about that, okay?
Okay.
So, on behalf of girls, first of all, boys, we are very sorry
Yeah.
because girls are. I know this is a very, very harsh word, but
2-3 days back, I was sitting with her and talking about few things, and I started crying. I was crying. And then this is for everybody, right? This is for if you're married, whatever stage of relationship you're in, this will really help you, because pain is something that everybody goes through, which we will talk about in few more minutes.
robot dance, what? Fighting?
No.
Karate? Robot?
How do you do this? When you're planning to get married, the question you should ask is, what is your process to deal with pain?
Pain.
Hurt people don't need to hurt people. Welcome all of you to the Cherry Berry Talk episode 2.
So today we're talking about how to rightly process pain. It's almost a continuation of last week's topic. We spoke on dating, healthy dating, breakup, and we felt like we needed to offer some more clarity on how we handle breakups, how we handle pain. So yeah, let's get talking and see how it goes.
So one important thing I want to tell all of you, this is not just for youngsters who are not, who are preparing for marriage, and this is for everybody, right? This is for if you're married, whatever stage of relationship you're in, this will really help you, because pain is something that everybody goes through, which we will talk about in few more minutes. So why don't you quickly share this video, invite somebody to watch today's contest. Today's game is going to be fun. My wife and I, we're going to be playing against each other. So I want you to select your teams. Before you put your team name in the live chat or the comment section, make sure you share this video, make sure you subscribe, like, create engagement for this video, because there's a lot of content out there in the world that is spreading false information, spreading rumors, spreading news that are influencing people's minds in a very demonic way, in a very unhealthy way. So this kind of content, it needs to reach a lot of people. Why? Because I believe that we are preaching the truth of God's word, and we are talking about topics that not many ministries, not many churches would talk about, and we are giving clarity from the word of God on how to do things in a healthy way. So make sure you use the best of this opportunity. Share the video, and let's quickly get into today's game.
Okay, so we're going to quickly go ahead and play a game of charades. My husband versus
Team
me,
Berry and Team Cherry. So right now I want you to select your team. Last time Team Berry won. Hopefully I win this time too. So another important thing is today, just a minute before you put your team name. So what we're going to do is, whoever selects Team Berry and whoever selects Team Cherry, we're going to the team that wins today, we're going to add all the names together. For example, if 5 of you are on my team and I win today, we'll select all your 5 names and we'll give it to ChatGPT.
And we'll have ChatGPT pick up a name at random, and we will send you a gift. We're going to send out a fun t-shirt. We'll get in touch with you for the other details, but that's how we'll be picking a winner.
So we'll be selecting one winner from the team. So make sure you all participate. So ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay. Put your team names. Select one team, no changing teams. Team, if you're selecting me, put Team Berry. If you're selecting her, put Team Cherry. Come on, right now in the live chat, in the comments, share the video if you haven't. This happens at this moment, right? You can't participate in the game later. So tell your friends. Some people have been messaging later and saying I didn't win any prize. We had to tell them you had to participate live. So you had to participate right now. Whichever name comes now, only you get to play the game.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
Wait. Okay. Which
I'm
team?
ready. Me.
Your team?
Cherry.
Team 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Sure.
Okay. Putting on underwear? Panty?
No.
What? Putting on undergarments? Pants? Panties. Pad.
No. Come on, come on. You.
Putting. Okay. Get it.
That was wrong. Okay.
Ah.
Wow.
Robot. Robot dance. What? Fighting.
No.
Karate. Robot.
How do I do this?
Disco.
No.
What? What? Breakdancing.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Clicking a picture. Photography.
Okay.
Dealing cards. Poker. I won.
Yeah.
Winner.
Yeah. Okay. Time's up. You got 2 right.
What was that?
The first one was Spanx.
Spanx. Okay. What was the second one?
The other one was winning the lottery.
Lottery. Okay.
So you get 2
Breakdancing,
points.
Taking a photo. Winning the lottery.
Okay. She gets 2 points. Okay. Now it's my turn. I can click pass also. Okay.
Okay.
I'm team 2. Come on, Team Berry, cheer for me. This is the word.
Wait, I can't see.
Hugging.
Yeah.
1 point.
Oh, this is so easy.
Washing hands.
Yeah.
2 points. Pass. Exercise. Jumping jacks.
Yeah.
Texting. Digging. Digging a hole.
Yeah.
Huh? Correct.
Correct. Pass.
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 I hope you all can see.
Pass.
Mountain. Volcano.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Paragliding. Flying. What flying?
Correct. Flying. Just flying.
Sleeping.
No.
Dead. Jumping. Falling into a ditch. Falling.
Yeah. Pass. Pass. Done.
Come on,
See,
team.
this is not fair.
Team
I
Berry.
got really hard ones and you acted so badly. Your acting was pathetic.
So
No.
she got 2 points. I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait.
So many
Hugging.
points.
You got hugging,
1, 2,
washing hands,
3,
jumping jacks,
4,
digging a hole, texting, volcano, falling, flying. You got 8 points.
8 points and 2
No,
points.
this is not
Round-
fair. This is
round
not
2.
fair. The first, you are a terrible actor. Oh, you know what? Let's do it this way. Whoever guesses,
No,
I
no,
get
no,
that
no,
many
keep-
points.
Stay on track. Okay,
I
ready?
get the points.
You didn't select round 2 team 1. Who's team 1?
Me.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
my
okay.
turn. It's my turn.
Okay, let's go.
Riding a bike, motorcycle, cycling, motorbike, racing, motor racing.
You can choose to pass if you want.
Okay. Tying your shoelace.
Just 1 point.
Exercise, working out, building muscle, triceps, lifting weights.
Okay, 2 points. Pass.
Spoons, spreading jam, spreading painting.
Pass.
You suck at acting.
Pass.
What? Driving, eating a burger while driving. Drive-through. Hugging, bear hug, swing,
Yeah.
chopping, cutting a tree.
Yeah. Correct. Done.
You suck at acting.
I'm a good actor.
You guessed almost everything I acted.
Yeah, because I quickly passed. So who won this? We should see who wins this round. How many points do you get?
I don't know. We have to check.
Okay. So first round I won. Second round, let's see who wins.
It's not fair. You didn't act. You were just standing.
There's actually an ad playing. So we're trying to wait.
Oh,
Don't
come
click that,
on.
don't click that. Okay.
Okay, wait.
You have to wait.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Now it's
Start.
your turn, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, what if it starts from the beginning?
Yeah. No, you start.
This is
It's okay. We'll play.
okay. Now you have to do.
No, I did. Now you do.
What?
Play.
Okay. I did this one, and you did all the acting,
Oh,
right?
is it? Sorry.
What? I can't see.
Wait, what do we do?
Wait.
Okay,
Listen.
wait. First game I won.
First, I did it first. Round 1.
Okay.
Okay. You acted. I guessed, and then you guessed.
Now you have to act. Correct?
Previously, who acted?
I acted. No, I did some.
What?
Yeah, you were holding. Now I have to hold.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct. Let's go. Your
But
points
we
was
didn't
5, I
guess
think.
5, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. What's that? Stitching. Sewing.
Yeah. That was right.
Flying. Cradle. Waves. Boating. Paragliding. Okay, pass. Diving. Eating ice cream in the rain. Rain. Singing in the rain.
Yeah.
Singing in the rain. Matchstick. Lighting a matchstick.
Yeah.
4 points. Removing a bulb. Fixing a bulb. What? Fixing a bulb. Removing it and fixing it.
Pass. Pass. That was
Okay,
wrong.
Pass.
Pass.
Typewriting. Computer screen. Typing.
Okay. Pass. Time's up.
I got 5 points. 5 points.
No. Let's see. Wait. Let's see how many.
Okay, I think you won this
You
round.
got surfing. No, you didn't get surfing. You got sewing. You got diving and singing in the rain.
Okay,
And lighting
you
a
got
match.
5. I got 3.
I won this round.
Okay, final round. Team Cherry or Team Berry?
Wait. Who places this on whose head?
Now
Now
who
I
placed?
acted, right? Now I should guess. Yeah.
Okay, final round.
Stomachache. Hungry.
1.
Split.
2.
Thumbs up.
3. Pass.
Okay. Mountain climbing.
Yeah. 4. Oh no.
Scared. Shocked. Surprised. What? Surprise. Scared.
Pass.
Walking, sawing, hammer, cutting
Pass.
wood, carpentry,
Pass.
ironing clothes,
5 points.
shoot, gunning.
Oh, no, sorry.
Shooting. What?
Wait.
Gunshot, wound, gunshot, piercing.
Okay, pass.
Seriously? TV, watching television, cricket match, stadium, crowd, football, stadium.
Pass.
You wasted.
Yeah. Okay.
You
let's see.
wasted time on purpose.
No, I didn't. Oh, add.
We have to wait.
Okay.
I
you
got,
got
hungry,
one,
split,
2,
thumbs up,
3,
mountain climbing,
4. Scaring someone.
Scaring some. What
No.
did I say?
Ironing 4. How many you got?
Ironing 5.
5.
I got 5.
5. Okay. If I get 6, and then I win. What should we do now?
Now you have to guess. Wait.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, you have. Wait. What?
Come on. Wait.
Who did the acting now? Ironing you did. No, yeah. So now I have to do the acting.
Okay.
Correct. And whoever wins this wins the whole game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your score is 5. If I get
5.
6, I win.
Yeah.
Start.
You sure here?
Drinking tea. Hot water. Pass. I can pass. Marriage. Proposal. Huh? Wearing rings. Exchange rings. Wedding. That's
Bag.
Come on. sauce, butter, bread, jam, sandwich, preparing sandwich, picnic.
Making a sandwich.
Making a sandwich
Okay.
is a point.
1. Okay.
1 point. Fast.
Back.
Fast. Walking.
Forget. No. 1 point you got.
Okay. Huh? David and Goliath. Slingshot.
Yeah, 2 points.
Eating.
3 points. Hey, that was wrong.
Sad.
Yeah, 4 points.
4 points. 2 more points to win. Come on. Strong and mighty Samson. Biceps. Weightlifting. Gym.
Back.
Fast.
Back. Fast.
Fast.
Pass. Pass.
What?
Wait. Pass.
Cheating.
No, I really couldn't.
Fast.
Okay, you see, time's
Okay,
up. Time's up.
Cheating.
I won the game. You got 4 points.
Team Cherry won the game.
Wait, you check and see. I didn't cheat. Okay.
Okay,
Those words I really couldn't add.
Fine. Team Cherry wins.
Oh wait, they have to finish here. Wait, don't exit. Anyway.
Team Cherry. So if you selected Team Cherry, we will find your names and we'll give it to ChatGPT to select one name, random name, and you will get a prize.
Yeah.
Okay, a nice T-shirt will be sent to you.
You can. We'll give you a couple of options, and you can pick from those. We'll also get in touch with you. So to figure out
And
the
make
sizing
sure
and
if you
stuff.
don't get your gift, please send a WhatsApp message to. Do you know our number?
9535 640 048.
9535
640 048.
Make sure you send a WhatsApp message. If we don't, somehow we miss your name or we couldn't get in touch with you, please claim your prize.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't complain and say they didn't give me a prize without claiming.
See, you got
Getting married, making sandwich,
slingshot, sad,
eating, sad.
eating.
5.
Oh no, it's a tie.
It's a tie. Wow.
Okay, last one.
Now, why don't we just do one stone paper scissors?
Okay, stone paper scissors first.
One shot. Okay, time up. One shot.
Only one?
Yes, one.
Okay.
It's a tie. Team Berry still has hope. So whoever wins this one shot of stone paper scissors, they're the winner for today. Okay. Pray in the spirit. 3 times. Rock paper scissors. Shoot. Okay.
3 times. Rock paper scissors and then shoot. Okay.
Rock paper scissors shoot. Whoa. Rock paper scissors shoot. Rock paper scissors shoot.
Yeah! This is not fair.
Team Berry wins again. Okay. So when you feel like you've lost, remember you still have hope.
Please don't make a sermon out of this.
Okay. Let's pray.
Okay.
You pray. I'll pray.
Pray.
Father, I pray that you will speak through us today as we go on this topic. I pray that you will minister to everyone that's watching. May the voice of God be loud and clear in their hearts. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. So let's get into today's topic on how to rightly process pain.
Yeah.
How do we deal with pain? So firstly, I want to tell all of you, pain is inevitable, right? Pain is something we all go through. Relationship hurts are very common. Relationship disappointments are very common. Jesus said, I think it's Matthew 17, he said, it is impossible for offenses not to come. Can you imagine? Jesus saying, it's impossible. If offense doesn't come, Jesus will be shocked. You never got offended? What? That's so shocking to me. That's how Jesus would respond to people who don't face offense. So I'm not saying you have to stay offended. I'm saying you will face offense. Basically, you will face hurt, you will face pain, you will face relationship difficulties, and you cannot avoid them. If you're avoiding them, then you're just a loner sitting in the Himalayas. So when we do life, colleagues, church, family, whatever it is, games, you're going to meet with people, you're going to have relationship conflict, and from there pain arises. And people people get hurt differently.
Yeah.
What hurts one person does not hurt the other person.
And you can't call it You can't say, okay, that was such a silly.
Yeah,
You
you're so insensitive. You're
or
crying.
you're too sensitive.
Yeah, you're crying for this. What hurts someone, what is big for someone can be small for someone.
Yeah.
What is small for someone can be big for someone. So you can't judge people and say you are bad, you are good, or you are great, you are not so great.
Or you're too sensitive. You're just getting offended over silly things.
Yeah,
the thing is, all of us grew up differently. Our childhood makes up who we are today.
Yeah.
As in our temperament and how we see life. We are a sum of all our experiences, and that's how we see life through those lens. So it's really different for everyone. So you can't judge someone and say, you're too sensitive or you can't be offended by this. All you can do is try and sort out the conflict and resolve it. That's the best you can do.
So I remember a man of God saying, so last week we spoke about how when you're about to find a person for marriage, we ask a lot of questions. How much do you earn? Which church do you go to? How much property you have, etc. Okay, all that is fine. But one important question you ask a person before getting married is, who are you submitted to? Who knows your story? Who gives you feedback? Who can I talk to? Who can, what's that word?
Who can vouch for you?
Who can vouch for you, right? This week I want to tell you another important question to ask when you're planning to get married, or even when you're planning to get married. The question you should ask is, what is your process to deal with pain?
Yes, that's a big question. How do you deal with pain? Because obviously, especially in a relationship, in dating or marriage or in a romantic relationship, there's two different people and there's two different opinions, likes, dislikes, and when you come together as in in a relationship, there's no common ground there. So you have to find a middle ground, and that takes a lot of time. You have to choose to agree to disagree. That has to be a middle ground, and that takes a lot of figuring out of how you manage pain, because ultimately in the process one of you is going to get hurt, in fact both of you may. So how you process that pain is really important, because it can go off and take a very unhealthy turn, and that could affect the health of your relationship.
Yeah, so basically a very important question is, do you have a pain process system? How do you process
pain management strategy, how you deal with pain?
Yeah. When you talk about this.
Right. So when we look at pain itself, all of us experience pain differently, and we experience pain because of some of the choices we make. We might be the cause for our own pain, or someone might have caused us pain, and we feel pain through different things, right? Because we get hurt because of different things, and then we feel pain. It could be it could be something really simple as, oh, my coworker didn't look at me today, they didn't smile, my boss was rude to me, or someone said something that was well meaning, but it came across really mean or unkind or rude.
Someone didn't invite you
somewhere, or it could be like deeper issues where you got betrayed, someone backstabbed, someone gossiped about you or hurt you physically,
cheated
or
on you,
some form of abuse. That's not physical. I'm talking about mental abuse, verbal abuse, those sort of things. And obviously there is the pain that comes with physical, sexual abuse, and that's there. That could transition. I mean, that is a huge part of that is emotional. So it could be carried on trauma from that. So pain comes in all different shapes, sizes, forms, and ways.
Yeah, very. One pain that people don't talk about is the pain that you have caused or I have caused, right?
That you yourself have caused, the pain that you have caused someone.
And so I hurt her and she is in pain, but me hurting her, I am also in pain, the pain of my malfunction, the pain of my misbehavior.
Yeah, so what we don't realize is this is very important. I'm sure you've heard it said before. Hurt people hurt others.
Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah, hurt people hurt others.
people.
Hurt people. So when someone is hurting you, or when you have caused, so when you're on the receiving end of the hurt and you have pain, this changes. This phrase, if you're able to look at them through this phrase, it changes a lot of things. The way you perceive the whole issue and the way you perceive them. If you're able to just look at that person and say, you know what, he's hurt and that's why he's hurting me, right? He's feeling pain and he doesn't know how to deal with that, which is why he's lashing out. It's like a little child. When a child's feeling pain, if in the typical toddler phase, they don't know how to process the pain, so they end up throwing things,
beating,
or they hit others, biting.
Happy does that to us.
And crying and being very aggressive and saying mean things. So all of this happens because we are experiencing pain and we don't know how to deal with it, or we haven't been given the right tools to deal with it. So if you're looking at pain that way, it's always it's a very deep thing, and the way it comes out as anger or frustration, or leading to other forms of verbal abuse, or speaking harshly, or doing things like throwing things, or physically hurting someone. All of these things are just secondary issues. The primary issue is that, oh my gosh, you're feeling pain. And you don't know how to deal with that pain. So it comes out in all these various outbursts.
So why are we doing this today is hurt people don't need to hurt people.
Yeah.
Right? Hurt people are going through pain. Instead of me releasing pain to others and the earth,
I can break that cycle.
Yeah, I can heal my pain. So hurt people can get healed, so they don't need to hurt
others.
Hurt people. So we're going to give you a 5-step process to heal pain. So stay tuned. Okay. So there are ways people usually process pain. Some are
healthy, some are unhealthy.
Yeah. Some are, mostly we process pain through unhealthy means, like let me talk about some normal ways we process pain. Why don't you share a few things?
So how I process pain, for example, is I just eat, stress eating. I just want to stuff my face with food and ice cream, sweets,
chips,
chocolates, junk food, and just go all out. Or I just binge watch some series, sleep it off if I can't, just if I can't stop thinking about it.
So how I usually process pain is I go and talk to Jesus and yeah, that's a lie, right? How I process pain is I go and hit the bed, I tell my wife, leave me alone. I tell my son, leave me alone, and I go and just lie down and I'm irritated.
Or sometimes you punch walls.
Yeah, sometimes I punch walls and break fingers. If you've seen my previous videos, before, years back, when this happens, I used to get into unhealthy sexual behaviors, which we will cover in one entire topic about sexual addictions and things. So now it's more of me sleeping, being irritated, and watching reels, trying to watch a movie. So people do this, right? When they go through pain, another thing that I do when I go through pain is I start cleaning the house.
Yeah, sometimes we do that because you're too annoyed. You don't know, which is a good thing actually. So that's one of the healthy ways you can, deal with stuff. But
so when we talk about healthy and unhealthy ways, it's good to have the healthy ways.
Yeah.
But it doesn't heal the pain. Right? So when we use the word healthy, we're not saying do the healthy things, which is better than the unhealthy things, because you're going to cause more chaos. So it's better to clean the house than to break the TV, right?
Yeah.
So some people, when they have pain, they break the TV, which is more damaging. Some people, when they are in pain, they clean the house, which is good, which is okay, but still it doesn't heal the pain.
Yeah, it's a good way to let off some steam.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a better alternative, we would say. but it's not the best. So we'll give you a framework on, what is the best way to go about this.
So people go for a drive, binge watch. So unhealthy ways, few unhealthy things people do is porn, masturbation, sex, smoke, drink, break things. So these are some unhealthy pain. What's that word?
Management strategies.
Yeah.
So the thing about pain is, it's really not a bad thing. You need to be able to look at it from we'll talk about in the 5 steps of how to process pain. But what's really important for us to realize is that once even the way you process pain, which is why we say it's really important you ask someone how they process pain, is because that's it's developed over time. It's what you've been exposed to, what you've been taught, or what you've seen modeled. How your elders, your parents have, or your immediate family has processed pain. What do they do when they are in an uncomfortable situation? So you learn these things by looking at others as well. And sometimes you just some of these stuff you just pick up on your own as well. So it comes through experiences. And what happens is, now let's talk in context of when you're an adult. Let's say you've hit 20, so you've lived 20 years of your life, 2021, and you've found ways to medicate that pain, and that becomes like a set pattern in your mind. So especially with unhealthy sexual behavior or any other form of unhealthy ways of managing pain,
smoking,
when you look at all of this, what happens is your mind has already formed a pattern. So every time pain comes up, your mind automatically knows, okay, you can run here to feel better. So it's basically a very very brain chemical thing that's going on, where but when you do these sort of things, it releases happy hormones or feel good hormones, so it subsides the feeling of pain. So your mind is going to do everything it can to just go and stop the pain, make you feel better. That's your that's your guardian selves, or your subconscious. It's just trying to protect you. So it's going to do everything it can to protect you from the pain. So first thing is, if you have this pattern of unhealthy pain management, we want you to know that we do not condemn you. You should not condemn yourself. Don't let anybody else condemn you, because we're all learning, and today you're going to learn about how to do it the right way. So it's a familiar way. It's a familiar pattern that you've already formed, and you can replace it with a healthy routine. So let's
come on. As you're watching, type in the chat and comments and say deal and heal. Come on, say those 2 words: deal
and heal.
Heal. So what do you do with pain? You don't manage, you don't bury, or you don't run away from it. So you manage through good and bad stuff. You don't do that. You don't bury it. Okay, let me just shut it down. Sweep
it under the carpet. We'll deal with it later.
And you don't run away from it. You don't keep going the opposite direction when pain shows up. Pain is like a dead rat, right? If you don't clear it out, it's going to stink.
Right.
You can run away from it. You can try to manage the dead rat. You can try to put it under your carpet, but the stink is going to start.
Right.
And it's going to show up in many areas of life, when we talk about life. So you have to deal and heal. Come on, type that again: deal and heal. See, and what we normally in Christian circles do is we tell people, be a good boy, be a good boy, be a good girl, be a good girl. But the goal of the kingdom, the goal of the gospel, or why Jesus came, is not to make you a good person, but to make you a real person. I say this,
to make you Christ-like. That's the goal. Make you Christ-like.
Christ-like. The result of being good will be depression. Let me explain that statement. The result of being good will be depression, because when you're trying to be good, you're trying to manage, run and hide from the pain. But when you're trying to be real, you won't have place for depression, because you're expressing your emotions. You're dealing with the pain and you're healing the pain. So pain, unprocessed pain, stays in the body, and it shows up in so many areas of our lives. So when
physically even.
So when you get hurt, instead of being a good Christian, when he gets hurt, he will say, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. But when a real Christian or a Christ-like believer gets hurt, he will say it hurt, and I want you to know that it hurt, and I want to know that there is healing that I want to go for. You know, we change.
You confront the pain
Yeah.
head on. You deal with it there,
Yeah.
and it's actually a very scary thing if you think about it. All of us, in fact, run away from our pain. And sometimes I find myself running away from the pain because I don't want to cry, because crying just drains me emotionally. I remember saying this to you so often, like, I don't want to deal with that right now. I don't want to talk about it right now, because if I talk about it, I'm going to cry. And if I cry, I'm going to get so emotionally drained, and I'm not going to have the energy to do anything else. I have a toddler who is like, yeah. And so I need to be very present with him. And if I'm going to like cry and just go inward, and I'll be like, oh, that's just going to take a lot of time. But
So for her, it's different, right?
yeah,
I think 2-3 days back, I was sitting with her and talking about few things, and I started crying. I was crying, and then I felt good after crying. Sometimes when she cries, she has a headache, she feels drained. When I cried, I felt a release of emotions. I felt good.
but it is really good. That's what we're
Yeah.
trying to say. It's good. It's scary to go there, but it's good because the emotion flows out. It's allowed to freely
The
flow
pain
out.
flows
It's
out.
processed, right? But if it's there, if it's held in, bottled up, suppressed, it's going to just get blocked there. It's not allowed to freely flow. So that's a problem, and that can show up mentally, emotionally, physically, in so many different ways, which, you know, if you'd like to know, we can talk about that like in detail, but we can't delve into the details.
Let me say something important. Instead of you trying to be a good Christian, trying to forgive everyone, trying to walk in love, trying to help the whole world and be a very sweet person like Christ, instead of you trying to do those things, try to work on your pain.
Yeah.
You will automatically see an overflow of your good Christian values coming
Yeah.
out of an overflow, forgiveness coming out of an overflow, love coming out of an overflow when you deal with your pain. But when
Yeah.
you try to love and forgive, and I need to forgive this person because it's the right thing to do, you will just become depressed. What you need to do is be real with your pain and deal and heal, right? Deal with your pain and heal your pain.
Yeah, and you will see the fruit, you know, the fruit of the Spirit manifest in ease.
Yeah.
Right? So,
And you say about this, some Christians who,
yeah. So, if you've come across in life, you'll find them you'll meet certain people, and they're so kind, so sweet, so gentle. But if you really know them, they could be some of the most bitter people you would have ever come across, because they have so much resentment, bitterness, hate, offense, all hidden inside, blocked, suppressed, because it's not allowed to freely process, because the pain is not processed. And they could be some of the most conceited people, and it's sad because they haven't been told differently, they haven't had the opportunity to do it. So you have an opportunity today to really deal with pain the right way, and we believe it can be really life-changing. It can help you live in freedom. You're not holding unwanted bitterness, unforgiveness, resentment, or, you know, this need to avenge yourself. So
Yeah.
let's dive into what really matters. You know, like what is it that we're talking about? The framework of how you can process this.
Yeah. So I read this definition of what is pain. Pain is the signal that something needs attention. Right? When you feel pain, you need to know there's something deeper that needs attention. So pay attention. So let's go into the 5 steps to rightly process pain. You can write this down. We're going to give you 5 A's to rightly process pain. Number 1 is acknowledge it fully. When you go through pain, acknowledge it. Don't pretend. Don't downplay.
Basically, don't be a Vadivelu or a Vivek, you know, when they get hurt, balikliye, they say, you know.
Yeah. எவ்வளோ அடிச்சாலும்
I know what that is.
தாங்கலாம்.
Uh,
Right? எவ்வளோ அடிச்சாலும் தாங்குற body, some comedy is there. No, if you know, acknowledge it. It hurt. I'm going through pain. because the more you fake it or the more you hide, it's going to just blow up.
You're just lying to yourself.
Yeah.
I've seen our son do that.
Okay.
And when he gets hurt, he'll try to act all macho and say, no, it's not hurting, but you can just see it on his face. You can see the pain on his face, but he'll just say, no, it didn't hurt.
Yeah. So see, let me tell you why it's so important to acknowledge it fully. There was Judas and there was Peter in Matthew chapter, I think the last few last few chapters, 26, 27, I think. If you go read, Judas betrays Jesus, Peter denies Jesus. Both of them made a mess. Both of them are in pain. They have internal pain.
Yeah.
Their actions caused pain to Jesus, which Jesus can deal with it, but they're condemning themselves. They're like, I can't believe I did this to Jesus. Especially Peter. Throughout the Gospels, you don't see him crying. You don't see him.
He's always portrayed as this macho, very like.
I will die
guy.
for you, Jesus. Yeah. Even if all forsake you, I will not forsake you. And then he messes up. The rooster crows, and then the Bible says he went and wept bitterly. Went and wept bitterly. That's why I feel he didn't commit suicide.
Yeah.
Judas didn't. The Bible says Judas was remorseful. He tried to give back the money. They said he
tried to fix things. He tried to make everything right without addressing the real problem.
Yeah. And the Bible says he went and hanged himself.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is the solution for suicide. Can you believe? Recently, I read the statistics. The number one cause of youth deaths in our city is suicides.
That's sad.
That is sad. That is not okay. Number one cause. And then comes all the disease and accidents and whatever. Number one cause of youth deaths in Bangalore, or if you're in a proper city,
metropolitan city,
it is suicide. Why? Because people don't understand this message that we're talking about. Pain, how do we process it? We do everything else, but we don't acknowledge it fully.
Yeah.
So we do what Peter did. We weep bitterly, and we'll talk about that more. So this whole thing that men don't cry, and the whole culture that says, how do they say that? You're crying like a girl.
Yeah. Don't be a sissy.
Yeah. Jesus wept, and he's the greatest man to ever live. He wept, the Bible says. It didn't say he shed 2 tears. He wept. So it's manly to cry. And I'm not saying beat yourself up and force some tears to come out. I'm saying as you keep dealing with your heart, keep dealing with your pain, you'll automatically feel the streams of tears over.
It's really sad to look at the state of men today because of what they've been fed. It's either by family or, culture or just the society in general.
When a child cries, we say don't cry.
Don't cry, yeah. But it's really sad to see in the state of men today. I know some men who are just unable to cry. It's not like they don't want to. It's like, I don't know how to do this because
I can't cry.
Yeah, I can't cry. It's like they've lost touch with their emotions. They're unable to cry. They're unable to be in that space where they're sensitive to their own emotions. And that's really sad because it shows how suppressed their emotions are. It shows how much they've been lied to, how much they've been told to, man up and not be a girl. And that's just really sad and terrible.
So you need to, instead of feeling bad that you don't cry, I'm not asking you to cry if you're a man. What I'm saying is acknowledge your pain, right?
Yeah, and if you're finding it difficult to, get in touch with your emotions and, really feel them, invite Jesus, he helps in that. We'll talk about that.
So the next A, acknowledge it fully. So the second A is avoid blame and shame. If you want to get healed, you need to stop blaming people. Blaming others is one of the things that will keep delaying your healing.
Yeah.
In every area of life, right? Because of him, because of her, because of this, because of my condition, because of my upbringing, because of my parents. No, avoid blame and shame.
Yeah, because the longer you blame, you're always shifting responsibility onto something else. You're not taking ownership. You're not taking control of the situation and saying, okay, I can do this. I got this. As long as there's blame, it's always about everybody else and not about you. So you can't control anything, even yourself there.
So let me give you a story of Peter again. Peter takes the sword and he cuts off Malchus's ears. All this is happening in Gethsemane, right? He cuts off Malchus' ear, and then there are two people who are in pain right now. I know Peter's, when we look at it, is not in pain. Malchus is bleeding. Can you imagine your ears being cut? He's hurt. He's in pain. Peter also is malfunctioning.
He's freaked out.
He's freaked out in fear, and he's like, out of fear, he just goes on. Jesus never said, cut that guy's ear. He's just trying to protect Jesus. He's just trying to. So both are in pain, and the key is Jesus deals with both of them.
Yeah.
Jesus tells Peter, put your sword back, and he heals Malchus. So no matter who you are, right, whether you're the person who hurt others or the person who is hurt by others, you can be healed if you avoid blame and shame. Peter didn't say, no, he was coming to attack you, so no, Peter, put back the sword. You can't do blame and shame here. So how does blame and shame work, right? Blame is, he made me do it.
Yeah.
Shame is, I can't believe I did this.
Yeah.
So Peter is, I can't believe I did this. Maybe Malchus is, he did this to me. Both of them will not get healed if they keep blaming others and keep shaming themselves. I mean, if you look at the Bible, it was written by people who made great messes like murders.
Yeah.
Paul, Moses, and David. They murdered people. They didn't say, live their life and say all through their lives, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I killed Stephen. I can't believe I killed Uriah. We're not downplaying these things, but what I'm saying is they owned their story. They avoided blame and shame. And today I was listening to a message, and it was so wonderful that imagine Paul going and preaching to a congregation, and one of the congregation members are missing because Paul was involved in the murder. Can you imagine that? Paul is preaching to a family member, one of the family members dead because of him, but he's owning his story and he's able to preach that.
Yeah.
You can do it. If Paul, David, and who's the other person? Moses did it, you can do it.
Yeah.
So you will not heal, you will not deal with your pain if you keep blaming and keep shaming. You need to say, I'm not going to blame anyone for this. I'm not going to shame myself for this.
I'm going to take responsibility, take
Yeah.
ownership, and get myself out of this mess. That's the
no,
place you need
no
to
matter
be in.
what people have done, no matter how much they've hurt you, there is hope, there is healing, because we are not doing psychology here.
Yes, that's the difference.
Yeah, which moves us to the next A. Allow Jesus to speak. We are doing Jesusology, right? This is not psychology. I was very against psychology when I was in Andrew Womack Bible College, Charis Bible College, because the way it was taught there, harness your emotions. I was against psychology, but later, recently, past few years, maybe 2 or 3 years, I'm understanding how important psychology is. I feel if I had understood psychology, I wouldn't have become very suicidal. I was hearing about a person recently who had a crazy breakup and was cheated on, and I asked him,
How did he get out?
Yeah, I asked him, so you didn't go into drugs, you didn't go into suicide? He said no. And I asked him, what did you study? And he said, I did psychology. Right? So I was like, wow, psychology, I should have done that. So psychology is wonderful, but that's not the end, right? Jesus is what brings healing, not psychology.
So psychology gives you a roadmap to figure out, okay, what's actually happening here? But then what do you do with the information you have there? Okay, what's happening? You figure out what's happening. So how do you get from there to being healed? And that's where we need Jesus, right? Jesus is our only way to healing. And that's where it's different from just, sitting with a shrink and, trying to get some help. But this is getting help with Jesus. This is important. You need to know what's happening, and you need to know what to do with what information you've been given and how to get to the place where you can be healed.
Malchus is bleeding. Peter is angry. They both allowed Jesus to heal them.
Right.
Malchus, being a soldier who came to arrest Jesus, brought and said, Jesus, I want you to heal me. So you need to allow Jesus to speak to you, because
so it's not like Malchus said, I want to be healed, but when Jesus reached out to heal him, he received it. He allowed Jesus to do that.
Yeah, see, let me say this. Healing does not happen when you drop deep and find your pain. Healing happens when you drop deep and find Jesus.
Yeah,
finding Jesus in your pain is what heals you.
Yeah.
Not the pain process.
And let me give you a shocker in case you don't already know. Jesus is already at the bottom of your pain, holding you together.
Yeah.
It's because if he doesn't hold you there, then you're just jelly.
What do I mean? How does that look? Is Jesus not ashamed of your pain?
Yeah.
Jesus is not ashamed that you took the sword and cut Malchus here. Jesus is not ashamed of your decisions.
The thing is, we believe that, okay, if you're saved, you have Jesus, he lives in you, you're the temple of Christ. He doesn't dwell only in the good parts of you. He is everywhere, even in the dirty, ugly, most terrible places. He is there. Jesus is present. It only takes us, what all we need to do is just find Jesus there, and figure out, discover that he's already there. He's already in your pain. So you figure out where Jesus is, and then he walks you out of that pain. You talk to him, you allow him to deal with it.
Which moves us to the next A, which is accept his narrative. Acknowledge it fully, avoid blame and shame, allow Jesus to speak, accept his narrative. John 17:17 says, Jesus is the truth, right? The word is truth, and the truth is what sanctifies us, and Jesus is truth. So you have to believe his narrative over your story, his view of the story over how you feel.
Contrary to what you believe, what you're feeling, you might be feeling something entirely different. The situation might seem entirely different, but you choose to believe what he says because he is truth.
Peter wanted to go back fishing after he denied Jesus. But Jesus said, follow me. So he had two choices, whether I follow my fishing or whether I follow Jesus. So he let go of his narrative. He could have had points to prove, no, I have to go back fishing because I denied you. I'm not qualified to be a leader. I can't do this. But he put that narrative aside and said, I'm accepting your narrative. I still believe that you love me and you have a plan for me. I'm following you. That is called accept his narrative.
We always tend to resort to things that primarily all of us are looking for safety. Even while processing pain, we're looking for safety. Peter wanted to return to fishing because it's familiar, it's safe, he knows exactly what, when, where, how. But following Jesus is uncertain.
Come on.
It's uncertain. We don't know what lies ahead. It's new territory, it's uncommon. It takes us to be actively participating, actively depending on him. But if he has to go back fishing, he just knows the waters. He knows what to do. Wow. So don't resort to the familiar. Don't resort to your old ways. When Jesus shows you something, follow him. Take that step, that leap of faith.
The fifth final A to rightly process pain is approach community, right? When you do all this, you don't just do this alone, or after doing this alone, you bring the story to community. Now, when I say community, I'm not asking you to go share it in your church in front of everyone. I'm talking about Jesus is in community, Father, Son, Spirit. And then he had three friends.
Find trusted people.
Peter, James, and John. That's community. He didn't share everything with the 9. He didn't share everything with the 5,000. But he shared mostly everything with the 3. Right? So, speak to people and process these things with people. Right? People who have understanding of the gospel and understanding of these steps. You can process pain with people like this. Because we always get hurt relationally, and God always wants us to get healed relationally.
Yes.
So the proof of someone walking with Jesus is that they will walk with people. You cannot tell me you walk with Jesus and you walk alone. No. I know relationships hurt. I know relationships are painful.
And they're difficult.
They're difficult, and it's easy to stay alone. But if you walk with Christ, you end up walking with people. You have community, you have friends, you have leaders. So see, in this whole thing you can make up whatever you want. So how do you know that the narrative is from Jesus, or the narrative or the voice of God is something that you're making up? Is when community is involved. Some people are just making up things out of their pain.
Because see, when you're in pain, you're going to look at everything from like this broken, painful, it's all going to be tainted by your pain. But you need someone from the outside to come and tell you that this is the actual story. This is actually what's happening, right? So if you are confined to, and you're going to rely only on what you see and what you feel, more often than not, you are definitely going to be wrong, and it's going to cost you, right? You're going to be missing out.
So I'm feeling this. I heard Jesus say this. What do you guys think? You ask your leaders, what do you think? You ask your friends, what do you think? I'm talking about godly friends, right? Not friends who would say, leave that guy, get a divorce, right? So I'm talking about people who walk this path. So these are the 5 A's that...
I'm going to go over them, just say them.
Say it.
First, you acknowledge it. You avoid blame and shame. You allow Jesus to speak. Accept Jesus' narrative over yours, and approach community and involve them in your healing process.
Yeah, you bring your story to light, right? I've shared my stories very intentionally with people in our community, not because I need help. When I need help, I speak to my leaders. So when they lead me and I go on a journey and get healed, now I share stories intentionally because I want to break shame. It's easy to talk to my leaders, but when I have these 3 families or 3 men that I'm journeying with, I share it with them very intentionally. Why? Because I'm approaching community, and that heals more and more. That is me walking out of darkness more and more into light.
Yeah.
So we're going to quickly go to the questions. We've received few questions, and I want to quickly try, both of us, we want to try and answer a few questions. So
let's go backward.
Yeah. Okay, the first question is, at what age can we date? I think we already covered.
Yeah, we covered that. We were talking about in a phase of life where you're transitioning from, finishing off your education into stepping into work.
Yeah, you can listen to last episode. We've covered that a little more in detail. Yeah, this is something common that we get, so I want you to listen carefully. I recently came out of a confusing relationship that I have with my best friend for so long, and I can see many girls doing the same stuff to boys. Like they talk and share stuff about them, what we think maybe she or he loves me or confesses to them, and they suddenly say no and say like, I'm your friend and nothing else, and that really hurts.
So basically what they're trying to say is,
especially when girls says, because these people are giving hope and suddenly they change the way they talk. So
basically this is a long question.
No, I want to read the last line. It's a little funny. It looks like they use this for healing and throws away. Truth is, I love truly, and she said this, and my friends also got the same seripadi. Everybody says seripadi. How to avoid such kind of seripadi?
He got friend zoned. So there's this guy and a girl. They are BFFs.
Why don't I read the next question too? I always feel like
lines,
the whole story. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll read the next question too because it's almost the same. The girl that I love, and I didn't even had a relationship. We were just best friends. I proposed to her, but she said, I see you as a friend and as a brother. I can't accept that. I proposed to her after a long time. I mean, really long time. It's so painful and depressing. I suffered so much. Many months ran and I wasted this time. How can I get out of this, and how can I get back to normal, my life and relationship with God? This is a very common question. So I want to read both.
I would say especially with boys. Okay, so this, first of all, let me address this and put it out there. You can't be best friends with a boy. Like if you're a girl, you can't be best friends with someone of the opposite sex. You can be good friends. Yes, you can be close, but don't go around saying, oh, he's my boy bestie, she's my girl bestie. That does not work, because there's a very fine, if you know any relationship, love starts first as friendship. Yeah. Right? It's
she was my friend. We played football together.
There
also she lost.
Very faint line between, friendship and love. And it's really hard territory there if you're going to do that. And then, so basically what this person is saying is, I was best friends with a girl and then I really liked her. Obviously you're going to like her. I mean, it's a given. I really like her. I really liked her. And I proposed her, but she friend zoned me. Yeah. So what do I do? So that's what he's calling a seripadi. I'm like, bro, that's not a seripadi. You need to define the relationship.
Exactly. See, we understand your pain.
Yeah. It's very real. We're not belittling your pain.
Yeah. This is something that we hear a lot. I've also sat and journeyed with guys who have gone through this. But men, I want to talk to boys, right? I feel like she's giving me signals. I feel like she likes me. She's talking sweetly to me. Then the other guys, go and get clarity, right? If she likes you, if you like her, tell her on the face. Yeah. After some time, just tell her, I like you, I would want to date you, I'm thinking of marriage with you in the future. Open your mouth and talk, clarify. And girls,
okay, wait, let me talk about that. Okay, so on behalf of girls, first of all, boys, we're very sorry because girls are I know this is a very, very harsh word, but spineless in that sense. We were made for affection, we were made for attention, we were made for love. And if we're getting it from the guy that we like, he's a decent guy, he's a nice guy, he's my friend, he takes care of me, he looks after me well, he's a good friend. And I know most of the times girls always know if a guy is like interested in them. Let's be very honest here, yeah. But we don't want to say no, we don't want to cut it off, because we lose that adoration, we lose that affection, we lose that attention, and that's really wrong on you know, the part of all females, right? It's wrong. And that's why within a relationship, it's really important that you define it as we're friends, right? And see, the thing is, when it transitions into something more, you always feel the shift. And what it's important to please talk about that shift. If you're feeling like your feelings have changed towards the other person, talk about it. It's awkward, that's why I don't want to talk about it. That's exactly why you need to talk about it, because it's putting the relationship at stake. If you really have a really good friend, you know, he's a really good person, he's a really good friend, I really like him, and if you don't want to sabotage this relationship, even if it's awkward, you have to look at that person and say, you know what, I'm feeling this way, I don't want it to get weird between us, but we're still friends, right? Because make your intentions clear. Say, I'm not looking for anything more than friendship. And if the other person has feelings and say, do you think this can work out? You can say, if you're very clear and saying no, say no, let's just be friends. Before it gets to that place where it gets really awkward, right?
Yeah. So basically, clarity is kind.
Yes.
If you like someone, tell your leaders first. Okay, we always say this. Don't go tell the girl directly. Don't go tell the boy directly. We've had a lot of problems because people don't follow this principle. Recently, I met a guy and told him, "You're getting ready for marriage. You're doing well. I really appreciate all the journeys you're doing. But when you like a girl, you first talk to me. You don't talk to the girl. You talk to me first." And this is not controlling anyone.
Yeah, we really want to say that, because my God, we've seen so much mess that could have been avoided if someone would have just come and told us, you know, we like this person, and
we're not going to, you know,
manipulate you all. Yeah, I mean, what do we gain out of all this? This is where you have to have trust. Yeah.
And I'm not telling everybody talk to us. I'm telling our people, and if in your church, if they have such kind of a journey, please go talk to them.
Yeah.
So what we are saying is clarity is kind. If you like the girl, talk to your leaders, and then if the leader says no and all those things, you know, try to process it in a very healthy way.
Yeah, and one thing I want to quickly say is, when you go confess your feelings to someone and say, you need to know that they have the freedom to say yes or no.
Yes,
please
exactly.
accept that, because if you like them, that does not mean in any way that they need to like you back. They have freedom. They can say yes, they can say no. And if you are going to say, okay, it really hurt, obviously it hurt, yes, I understand that, but accept that, because that is what true friendship is, you know.
Can the guy try to pursue the girl a little more, like all the Tamil movies?
Oh gosh, that's like really
I don't know.
I'm very unsure about that. It works, it's very case to case. Sometimes it could work, sometimes
you'll be wasting time, sometimes it could work. Ask the Holy Spirit what to do there, ask your leaders what to do there. But please, and girls, as she said, right,
learn to say no.
Learn to say no, be clear. I like you, I don't like you, I see you as a friend, I don't see you as a boyfriend getting into marriage.
And if he cuts off that attention and adoration, he's doing the right thing. It's not supposed to be coming from him. It's supposed to be coming from that guy. That guy you're supposed to be romantic with, you're supposed to be dating, supposed to be getting married to.
So this is Adam and Eve problem, right? Eve was wooed by sweet talk, and Adam was just quiet. He didn't clarify, he didn't say no. He couldn't get to the face, and he didn't stand up and speak. This is the brokenness of man and woman. Nobody is bad here, but we need to deal with it and move forward. Okay, next question. How can I find out my partner with God's will? First thing is believer, right? Know that if they're a believer, and know that they have some. Obviously, now you might say believer is better. Unbeliever is better than a believer.
I've said that sometimes. I have to say that. But the reason we say believer...
when we say believer, we're not just saying believer. We're saying people who actually pursue God, who have value for the things of God.
People who are accountable, responsible, people who are, you know, people who someone can vouch for, right? Like people who have really taken their life seriously, okay? And the thing is, we're not just like going old school and saying they have to be a Christian. That's not what we're saying. We're saying they need to share the same belief as you. Values. They need to have the same values as you, and that comes only if they're a believer. Otherwise, you're just going to have such clashes, unnecessary clashes, I would say. You know, we know
even
someone.
if they're believers, we're talking about values.
Yeah.
What they believe.
Exactly. We know someone who got married to a believer, right? The so-called believer, Christian, going to church, doing everything. But when they got married, you know, they figured out that this person is not interested in God. This person doesn't want to do anything with the things of God. They won't go to church.
Yeah, the
they
values
won't
are
pray.
different.
They won't take part in any of, you know, family activities that involve, you know, God in it. They don't want God as the center of their lives. And so now this person is like, I'm sort of confused. Did I make a mistake?
Yeah.
You know.
So you match that, and then
so match your values.
Yeah.
I'm presuming since you're a believer, you have certain values. I'm not saying go for a believer. I'm saying go for a believer who has the same values as you.
Yeah, and then you have to put yourself out, right? You can't sit in the room and say, God, send me the girl. She has to knock the door. No, get into social gatherings, get into prayer meetings, go out and be social.
Meet people.
Meet people, hang out, and then things will click. And right? Please buy our pre-marriage course. I talk about how to find your life partner. In that, go to our website and purchase it. It gives you more clarity on steps to find a life partner.
Yeah.
Right. That will be helpful. But these are few things that I believe. Is it really possible to process pain? Can married life with a healed heart be entered into? We're not talking about perfection. Okay, we're talking about growth. We're talking about healing. We're talking heart healing. You can't get fully heart healed and enter into marriage. We still have issues. We
Absolutely.
are 5 years almost married, 12 years of knowing her. I've known her for how many years then? 2008, 9. 2008, 9 is almost half my life. I've known her. We still have fights. We still have arguments. I still with her.
We still have heart healing from each other because of each other because we hurt each other.
So we're not perfect, but we're doing this together. We are healing. We are moving forward. So we're not saying you have to be pakka to get married.
Yeah, and one more thing, heart healing is not a one-time thing. It's not like, okay, I dealt with this, it's done and dusted, let's get going. It's your heart grows, you develop as a person. And growth is things change, right? Things change when you grow. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes you have to heal that hurt and then keep moving. So basically your heart is whole. I said this before, your heart is whole. It gets hurt and you do whatever it needs to heal. And once it heals, it's grown, it's better, it can function better now. It can actually perform its function. Yeah. So was that their question? Can your heart really be healed? Of course it can. Of course. It's a lifelong process. You keep healing these kuti things. It's like you're saying, can my body be healed? If you get a nick over here, it heals. And you keep, new cells grow over it, it gets better, you heal, keep going. The same thing, you keep growing. Your body has the ability to heal. Your heart has the ability to heal and keep growing as you go through life. So yes.
And you become stronger, your irritations reduce, all that works, all that happens, right? I'm not the same I was 10 years back or even 5 years back, right? I'm growing, I'm healing, I'm becoming a better person. Sometimes new things show up. So the heart is like that, but you keep working on it. That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
My marriage is broken. Next question. I don't trust the only God's concept about marriage. Any advice or suggestions? So I think what you're trying to say is my marriage is broken.
I don't believe in God's concept of marriage.
Yeah, you have to heal the brokenness, right? So that you don't form narratives from the brokenness, from the pain. And see, God is truth, right? And God knows better than all of us. So God is someone whom we trust more than culture, more than how we feel, what we see. So Jesus is truth. So
another thing is marriage is entirely different from dating.
Yeah.
The advice we would give a married couple is completely different from what we would give a dating couple, right? And now, since you're saying that your marriage is broken, it could be broken because of so many reasons. So please reach out to us.
And it can be restored.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
So again, the context of restoration, if it's a physically abusive, sexually abusive, mentally abusive, toxic relationship, there's a certain way we deal with that. If it's a relationship that is just broken because of a lot of differences, there's a certain way we deal with that. So there isn't one answer we could give you to this question. If you really would want to fix your marriage, please reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to walk you through
Yeah.
how
See, we'll
to
see how we can
restoration.
help you. The last question: how do we deal with extramarital affairs? Now, this is something very important.
And also very different from dating.
Yeah.
This is in the context of marriage.
Right? Obviously, even in dating, you're supposed to be faithful and
Yeah, loyalty is a is a big
Yeah.
big factor.
So, in a marriage, how does an affair happen? Affairs don't start. It
Affair is not like you just
Jump
see a
in.
person and
Yeah.
go sleep with them.
Yeah.
No, that's
you
not how
didn't
it works.
jump into the bed with someone. There's a process. So when the needs are not being met emotionally, when you're getting attention in the office from another lady, and your wife is not smiling at you, but your colleague is smiling at you, it starts there.
It
starts
always
small.
always begins with an emotional connection.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. If it's just a direct physical connection, then it's more like
It's more of lust and you have a sexual problem there.
Yeah. So you have to believe that the person you married is the will of God, is God's best for you. It starts from there, because the more you start doing marriage, then you feel like, oh, that lady looks better, this man is speaking more sweetly to me, or that relationship, look at that husband and wife, they look nice. You don't know anything about anyone, right? You might think, oh, that guy should have been the... No. Whomever you've married, believe and accept that this is God's perfect and good and best will for me, right? And
And about affairs, it's really hard. I would say that it's not easy at all. But forgiveness is always God's will. Restoration is always God's will, provided the other person is willing to, work with you as well.
Yeah.
So when it comes to extramarital affairs, it's very painful. It's a huge process, and
but it can be healed.
It's absolutely essential that you realize whether you've done it or the other person has done it, Jesus is equally involved on both the sides of the person who has committed the issue and who's been hurt by the affair. On both ends, Jesus is so involved, and he will bring restoration if you just let him. So if again, because this is in the context of marriage, please
be
reach
brave,
out.
open up and talk,
Yeah.
and find healing. It's never hopeless, right? God can restore broken marriages, affair-filled marriages. God can restore anything.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I think we've covered all of the questions. In fact, most of the questions that have come in for us. So we'll
thank
go
you all
ahead.
for joining. So continue to stay in touch. We will meet next Thursday for the next episode of Cherry Berry Talk. Send in your questions as soon as the form is out. Send in your questions so that we can prepare and try to answer them.
Yeah. Before we close, I want to quickly remind you that we are doing something wonderful on every Sunday. Please join us on Sundays. Why? Because we're doing this prophetic activity every Sunday. And I think 1 or 2 Sundays ago, I was just mind blown by what we witnessed in church. We had people pairing up and sharing prophetic words with each other. And my God, the level of accuracy, and it's not just about accuracy, about how deeply it ministered to the other person. And we saw little kids who are able to hear the voice of God. So I want to encourage you, you have to tap into this, because it not only benefits you, it benefits everybody around you, and you are walking so much more intentionally, with so much more courage and confidence that you know the voice of your Father, and he speaks to you, and you're always constantly listening to him. So it offers more clarity for your life. It was just so wonderful. I was mind blown. I was just saying, thank you, Jesus, for you manifested in such a wonderful way. So we would like you to experience that as well. So come join us every Sunday. We meet at 10:30. So we hope to see you there.
Yeah. SSLC. Share this video, subscribe to our channel, like the video so it creates engagement, and leave a comment, right? Let us know how this has blessed you, what helped you. Leave a comment so that we can reach more people. Thank you all for joining.
Yeah.
Bless you all. We'll see you next week. Always remember,
you matter to God.
Matter to God.